January 7th, 2014, Tuesday. And the rant, this is a serious rant because we've been doing some investigating. Well, actually Bossip has, but then we used our own Photoshop people to corroborate the evidence that we've seen.
Yes.
That Kim Kardashian is photoshopping her Instagram pictures.
Why?
What?
I still like it though. I enjoy looking at these photos. I'm gonna say that first. I gotta say that first. I still like looking at these photos.
Like I said, I like seeing pictures of dinosaurs, but that doesn't mean that shit exists. You know, it's a fantasy world.
Yes.
Kim Kardashian, she's already got women messed up in their head because they're trying to look like you. But little do they know that you don't even look like you. Because using the magic of Photoshop. And I'd like to introduce Mr. Corey Copeland, DJ 32 himself.
You put my whole name out there.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm out there.
It's
now.
all good. My name is Miles Gray. Holler at me. You'll find me.
out there now.
You'll find me at Olive Avenue. Our resident Photoshop advisor, graphic man, web extraordinaire, and he's gonna explain to us what Kim Kardashian is doing here. Now, in this first picture with what's her name, China Black, or what's Tiger's wife's name? China. Okay, we're looking here, and we see a little bit of you know, Kim's looking good right here in her curves. But what's happening here, Corey?
The problem with this so-called photo here is the slight bendage of the door. Now, I don't know if where you live, your door has been a certain way or your mirror's been a certain way, but at my house, it really doesn't work like that, or any other house or building that I've ever been in. The doors never really bend in like that.
Now, what tool do they use in Photoshop to do this?
That would be called the warp tool.
The warp tool, not the warp tour that white people go to.
The
warp tool.
Yes.
Yeah, this door is real sus, man. It's real bendy because either that or they need to fire their contractor because
somebody did something
high on the job. Do we need? We look at Exhibit B.
Exhibit B.
Next slide. Next slide. I can't see. Next slide.
Here we go. Now going back to the floor, you notice it bends around.
Little bend here.
What is that about?
Well, unless her ass is so big it has its own gravitational pull.
Which could be the case.
That it could literally be bending the space-time continuum with her ass, which is possible.
Which is possible. We never want to rule that out.
This reeks of Photoshop.
It smells like Photoshop.
Is this the warp tool again?
This is also the warp tool. Warp tool is very, very heavily used in this photo right here. Actually, in both photos.
Now, if you were to touch this up, is that what you use, the warp tool? You say, hey, bring my thighs and stomach in a little bit.
Absolutely.
You warp it up?
That's how you do it. In all those magazines and stuff like that, in order to bring in fat or excess, you know, loose skin or whatever, you would use the warp tool to kind of push it in so it doesn't look too sloppy or too messy.
Now, also, you circled this region here. Now, tell us about what you're seeing here.
See, the problem with this part right here is that her forearm, what would you like to call it?
She has Popeye forearm.
She has Popeye forearm.
Look how big her forearm is. I mean, look, her arm looks okay, and then blow! Popeye forearm. Now, is that from the warp tool as well?
This is not the warp tool. This is actually called the clone tool, which actually takes a piece of I guess her arm, and they just kind of repurpose it over Kim's back, so it looks like her back is actually thinner than what it really is. Now, because this person wasn't a really good person at Photoshop, if they were, he would have had a split in between her back and her arm so you could see the actual background of the bathroom. So that's how you know there's a person who, you know, kind of said, I know Photoshop.
Step up their Photoshop game.
Step it up, cut. Now, once you zoom in on the photo, you'll see that she has little ridges in her back, which goes to show you that this person was not a very clean Photoshop guy. So
sloppy. Very, very sloppy.
But like I said before, and I'll say it again, this region right here,
we're okay with that.
I'm all fine with.
Photoshop the hell out of that.
Go for it.
Thank you.
But I figured we had to call it out where it's due.
Thank you, Dr. 32, for
anytime
for being a special witness in this case. You know, the rant likes to say, you know, come as you are. Keep it real. Keep it 100,000%. This is 100,000% altered. That we think, you know, we don't know for sure, because like I said, she might live in a fun house where shit is all like bendy and weird, because that's very possible too.
She has money to do that, so it's very possible that.
But I think, but in your expert opinion, are you gonna say Photoshop?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say Photoshop.
Oh, and there you
and it hurts my heart.
January 7th, 2014, a day that will live in infamy. The day one of Kim Kardashian's Instagram pics was photoshopped. But anyway, there'll probably be something else we talk about tomorrow, so you'll forget about that quickly. All right, peace.
Love the photo.